Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome. We are live in Chicago. Well, at least four of us are.
They left me. They left me.
Are live in Chicago.
There you go.
And I tell you this. I can't hold these alligators down because it's time.
Hello.
It's time. With us back in Indianapolis.
All by himself.
All by himself. All alone. He's the one, the only. And of course he changed his name for this episode. Chris, the showstopper. I'm gonna get my butt kicked later.
You got this.
Chris, what's up?
Man, like I said, I had the worst day in a long time, but I was looking forward to seeing you guys and bickering and debating and all that good stuff. I just wish I was there with you doing it live.
We wish you were here too, dude.
Yeah.
No joke on that one.
Yeah.
It's all good, man.
No joke on that one. I wish you was here too, man.
Oh yeah.
It's all good.
I ain't gonna joke around on that one. But also with me here, the crew to my left, he's from Bloomfield, Indiana, right now in Chicago, Illinois, getting ready for the Forbidden Door. And all the Yoshis beware in Chicago. He is your not so humble correspondent, Robert Black.
Absolutely. I am ready to see New Japan and AEW get it on. And I guess out of these four horsemen, I'm the only.
Yeah. I'm Flair. Okay, next. Oh, God, that was deep.
Bless you.
Mama's cooking was good.
God. Yes, it was.
Where's the alcohol?
Oh,
It's coming.
He got his right there, and we get some afterwards. But from
And where'd the mastermind go? Are we going to talk to a dot today?
Yep, you only get the dot because you ain't worked your argument. He's from Chicago, Illinois. Just so you can see my face. There you go. Be happy. From Chicago, Illinois, by way of Indianapolis, Indiana. He's the president of the Motown Wrestling Group. He is, of course, Tony Motown Allen. Tony, what's up?
What's up, man? I guess it's your Flair. I'll be Barry Windham.
Oh, yeah.
Cool.
There you go. And to my left, he has no introduction. I mean, this man is just a man. He knows what he says. He's silent but deadly, and I don't mean just his farts. He is Marvelous Marcus Buckley. Marvelous, what's up?
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the show. I guess since me in my hometown, I'll be JJ for the time being.
Uh-oh, we get down.
The executive director of the Horsemen.
Yeah.
All right, so ladies and gentlemen, tomorrow's a special day. We got Forbidden Door going down, man.
Yeah.
Forbidden Door is going down. We are all excited to see it. Okay, let's say we're somewhat excited to see it. Because there's been some changes. Yellow shots.
Yellow shots. Yeah, I mean, Chris asked for it.
As long as, well, never mind. Little bit too late.
But
Okay.
This card is supposed to be something special because of the crossover between New Japan and AEW. Let's just start off by Chris. We'll start off with you. What are you thinking of the show? Because you're going to be watching it at home probably. So with you being in a home audience, what are you expecting and what are you wishing out of the show?
Well, it's weird seeing this Forbidden Door open up and like a Kenny Omega, a CM Punk, and a Bryan Danielson aren't going to be a part of it. So that already kind of, to me, flattened, any main events that they could have put together or any championship title switches. With that said, I think America needs to see these guys like a Jay White, like a Will Ospreay, and I hope to God Okada wrestles because I've been a fan for years. So I just hope this opens the door, and I hope WWE eventually follows.
Okada is in.
Yeah, he's in the Fatal 4-Way.
Yeah.
Yes.
He is. Then
Yeah,
I must have
Okada.
missed when they announced it. They announced it on Rampage or something.
Yeah, he's fighting White, Page, and Cole.
And Adam Cole, baby.
Yeah, for the
Yeah, I can see him
IWGP title.
I got you. That might be a showstopper match, but I don't like these 3 and 4 man matches. No, all those guys can go. All those guys can go. If they do what they're supposed to do, that could be a top of the match of the night type of match. It really could.
Mm-hmm. Rob, what do you expect? Since we're going live, what are you expecting seeing live?
Okay, the best part about AEW events is the energy of the audience. You're going to see the hardcore pro wrestling fans in this audience tomorrow night, and they're going to make the United Center sound like there's 50,000 people in there. The house is going to rock. And even though the card was hurt by the fact that a lot of people got injured on the AEW side, we're still looking at a pretty damn decent card. And I can't wait for this, because even if we're not getting as good of a card as we could have gotten, the energy in the place is going to be off the chain. I can't wait.
Tony?
Me personally, I mean, the card itself, like you said, even though we're not getting everything that we expected as far as some of the talent, but still phenomenal card. For me personally, this is my first time watching Wrestling United Center since the Monday Night War, since Nitro. So I'm just excited to be going to the United Center, because me and my buddy Sean, we used to go to the Nitros all the time. Mm-hmm. I always preferred the United Center over the Rosemont or Allstate. So I'm just excited to be there. I can't wait to hear this energy. And I'm really, really hoping that CM Punk, this experience of CM Punk pop. Like, he just come out, wave. I don't care what he does, just so we can hear his music, see him come out and experience that pop. I've seen the Warriors live. I've seen the Warrior pop live. I need to experience the CM Punk one.
That'd be awesome.
It would.
Marcus?
I mean, to me, this card seems thrown together as a way of trying to get all the wrestlers on the card. So I'm hoping, especially with all these 3 and 4 way matches, that we really get to see what these guys can do. Like Okada, Ospreay, they don't get lost in the shuffle, and the American audience as a whole get to see how good these guys really are. Mm-hmm. So that's why I'm hoping they'll have a chance to stand out. And the people who aren't as familiar with them will get to see how good these guys really are.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I gotta say this. I remember when we went to All In.
Yeah.
And I gotta agree with Rob. That crowd is gonna be electric. It is gonna be. I mean, you're gonna just fall for that ambiance is there. I mean, I can't wait for that.
Yeah.
The thing that I'm gonna just be critical about is I don't think the card is going to match that ambiance. I think the matches themselves is going to be a problem, because there is too many 3-4 way matches. There is some, and I understand you would put some mystery to it, but it's getting redundant. Why are we having all these 3 or 4 matches? If it's New Japan versus AEW, then it should be New Japan versus AEW, not 2 and 2. Well, I'm trying, if it was like AEW versus Ring of Honor versus, you know what I mean, and it was publicized that way, I could understand the 3-way matches. You know what I'm saying? Because you got one representing each faction. But this right here, Tony, I mean, if you're watching, my bad, dude. I'm just telling you the truth. It's just way too many 3 or 4 way matches. Some people you just gotta tell no. Some people just gotta say, look, man, I just can't put you on the card today. I mean, I have all of these matches, and what we up to? You said it was another 2 added on to what was going on before.
There were
we got 13 matches.
Actually, 14. I forgot to write one down. I forgot to write down Thunder Rosa versus Tony Storm. Yeah,
like Marcus said, they're trying to they're trying to get everybody in there, but it's okay to leave guys out. Put the top guys in there.
Honestly, that woman, I mean, Thunder Rosa and Tony Storm, you could have left that out.
That's going to be a good match.
Forgetting about that match.
Well, it is international anyway. It's technically NWA versus AEW because Thunder Rosa she was first signed with NWA, so and she was
She's
the
AEW champion.
She is now, but when she first started wrestling in AEW, she was the NWA Women's World Champion.
When they booked this match, she was the AEW champion.
Okay.
She was. Honestly, this is what I'm.
That match does.
Okay.
I don't want to take it.
That match does seem to be out of place.
Okay, this is a card that they really could have did this over 2 nights and did it.
Yeah.
I think it came out better.
Wait a minute, hold on. Wait a minute. What am I thinking of? We said that before about the last pay-per-view they did, wasn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Because there were 12 matches on that one.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, how many times did we lose breath talking about you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, we need oxygen. I'm choking now. We need oxygen mask.
Yeah.
Talk about what was going on.
I mean, the nice thing with this card is the fact that we all here and we off Monday though. But that last pay-per-view, I was a zombie next day at work.
Boy.
Yeah, and I said I'm not off. I did that. So I'm like, oh shit.
That's supposed to be you.
I'm kind of disappointed that they did stuff like that, but we'll see where it goes. You never know. We might be kind of surprised by what they do, and he might pull it off. But
I think it's going to be an exciting night.
Oh, I think so too.
Oh yeah.
no, I'm not going to downplay the night.
And not the brag. And them seats. Oh man.
Yes, it's going to be. Yeah.
And our seats are okay.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I think it's a bad thing.
Oh man.
Okay. But let's go on to the first one, pre-show match. Gun Club and Max Caster taking on the NWP, the NJ Pro Wrestling Dojo. God dog it. Why is it we're coming to initials today? I can't say nothing right. Okay. So Chris, who are you picking first?
You said the Gun Club versus NWGP Dojo?
Yeah. Now, do you have the specifics on who's from the dojo is going to be wrestling?
I tried to write them all down, but I could not.
I don't even know who they would be. I'll go with the Gun Club just because I like what Billy Gunn's doing with the kids. I think he's training them right, and they can go.
Rob?
I'm going with the New Japan Dojo. They've got, I mean, they want to showcase their stars, and they want to do it in the United States to get equal footing with AEW. So, yeah, that's what I'm going to say. I'm going for the Dojo.
Tony?
I'm mad because exact same reason, exact same pick, exact same reason.
I didn't know.
No, normally I do it to Marcus, but this is how you did it
Okay,
to me.
well, give me notes next time.
No, I just think they're gonna throw them the pre-show bone, so the New Japan team is gonna win on the pre-show.
Yeah.
Marcus?
I'm also going with the New Japan team because Gun Club had a claim job to everybody else, so I don't see why it's changing now.
Job to American, gonna job to the Japanese.
Hey, yeah.
Pretty much.
Might as well. It's consistent.
Man, this is a tough one. I have no clue who they're bringing over.
I know.
I'm thinking just because of TV reasons they're gonna give it to the Gun Club because they ain't won nothing before. I mean, what can you say, man? They haven't won nothing before. You know?
Yeah.
I mean, so they
Well,
got to give them some type of way there now.
They've won something on Dark or Elevation or both, but that doesn't
elevate anything. I mean,
That's why it doesn't count.
Yeah.
Even on a pre-show, I mean, on TV, I don't know. You guys are going to be there live. They got to get the crowd popping, right?
Yeah.
Before the show starts, they got to get. So you put a lot of young guys in there that can go. It really doesn't matter who wins.
It matters to me who win. I don't give a damn. Yeah. You just, no. Okay. So next pre-show matchup. QT Marshall and Solo taking on Goto and Hashi. All right, Rob, go first.
I'm going to go the opposite direction with this one for the exact same reason that the Americans need a victory on the pre-show. So I'm going to give that one to the Factory.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, Marshall and Solo, I'll give it to them.
Well, QT never wins.
More.
And that's going to continue tomorrow.
Damn it. Well, I was going to say the same thing. QT doesn't win anything, so for that reason, I'm about to start now.
He went less than the Gun Club.
Right, so I'm going with the Japan team.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm there.
Yeah.
I mean, what more do you say? It's QT Marshall.
Yeah.
He can't beat a marshmallow right now if he was making s'mores. I mean, QT is not QT at all. Yeah, it's New Japan all the way.
Like he's battling a drum with a hole in it. He can't beat it.
But if you were trying to beat it with some jerkins, you couldn't beat. Anyway, Chris, go ahead.
QT's a comedy act like Santino to me sometimes. I think it doesn't, with him being one of the guys behind the scenes, I don't even think it really matters if he wins or not. I think he's just going to go out there and put somebody over. So I go with New Japan.
Okay.
Third match, and this one's going to be kind of interesting.
Yes.
The third pre-show match, Swerve and
Keith Lee.
Keith Lee,
the limitless one.
He's being limited right now.
God, and they say he's held back in WWE.
Oh,
Really? God damn.
This is El Desperado.
Yes, El Desperado and
Kanemato?
Yeah, go with that.
Okay.
yeah.
Go
So
with that.
yeah, we'll go with that because my pronunciation is off today.
Yeah.
I can't even say Mark.
A lot of these guys have never been seen in the U.S. before, so it's going to be kind of hard to know them yet.
Yeah, I feel like that little comedy thing they did with Starbucks talking to Dunkin' Donuts. How can't you say Mark? What the fuck is a Maillard game? Tony.
This one could honestly, because of I don't know where they're going with Keith Lee and Swerve with the beef between them, though. But I don't think it's going to explode on the pre-show. I think they're going to get it together and win this match. So this is going to be the AEW's pre-show win. Keith Lee and Swerve.
What? They got three pre-show matches.
Oh, I thought you were saying one of my pick. I'm like,
No, I'm saying
there's three.
I've never heard of 3 pre-show matches before.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm sorry because I can pull a big. I'm like, damn, what's wrong with my pick, dude?
No, sorry about that, Tony. No, when you said the pre-show, I'm going. Every match we've named has been the pre-show so far.
So far,
Yeah.
Marcus.
Because of AEW needs to win, I'm going with Keith Lee and Swerve.
okay.
This one. Yeah, I need a Joe shot.
Definitely one for the three pre.
This is too close to call. I don't know because I don't know if they are going to be silly enough to pop off the drama on the pre-show just to get everybody what. I don't know, man. I'm just going to go Keith Lee and Swerve, but it could go anyway, honestly. It could. Chris.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
What?
This is Keith Lee and Swerve's first pay-per-view with AEW, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm hoping Keith Lee. What?
It's in the last one.
Yeah, it was on the last one.
Oh yeah, they were. They were.
Not bad.
There was so
I'm
many
hoping
matches.
Keith Lee returns to the guy we saw in NXT and starts dominating against, especially with smaller guys. He seems to be able to compete and have chemistry. So I'm hoping I see him and Swerve actually wrestle and win this match.
My mom made these.
I'll bring it out a little bit. I need it. Is it not charged?
I think we're having technical difficulties.
What?
Are you having technical difficulties?
I picked Keith Lee to swerve.
Okay.
Okay.
Joe Sock got some kick to it, don't it?
Hey, Rob.
Okay. I think you guys are right. I don't think they've decided who they want to be the heel in the Swerve and Keith feud yet. So I'm gonna say they win this match. The team stays together until later.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Okay. So go on to the card. Now, this is something that I want to ask. Actually, I'm going to wait on that one. We're going to go through some of these matches first. This is going to get long.
Yeah.
Jericho, Sammy Guevara, and Suzuki taking on Kingston, Yuta, and Umino. Marcus, go first.
Yeah. I'll go with Kingston's team.
Cool. You're not saying page.
I'll bring it out to you.
And me, this is one of the matches I really don't give a shit.
Yeah.
I mean, I can care less who wins.
Yeah.
I mean, this is the factor I look at. Suzuki is an elder. They're going to try to respect the elders, so I think they're going to give it to them. So it's Jericho.
Jericho's team. Okay.
You know, so I'm just going to say Jericho's team. Chris, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm going with Jericho's team. Just brought Sammy back. And after watching them beat Daniel Bryanson and Moxley at the last pay-per-view, if they lose this match, I mean, you know, what happened to their momentum? Well, I mean, what are they really doing?
Whoever knows what Jericho's doing.
Yeah, that's a wait.
Yes. You ready for one?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take a commercial right now. If you want a jello shot, don't call Bill Cosby. You might go to sleep.
Your toes might get played with.
Yeah, you don't want
Put
to
your feet away.
Yeah.
Leave your socks on.
But if you do want a good jello shot, talk to Tony. Because these things are fire.
No.
I mean, fire.
Oh, this is my mom.
This is a 5-alarm Chicago fire. This is kicking the can in the haystack and the whole Chicago town burning. Fire.
Why do y'all look like a fraternity right now? Is this a frat party?
Damn right. We got
Jello
some coming later.
Jello shots?
Yes.
Hey, this is my mom's cooking.
Yeah, they had my mom's cooking. Now we can hear it. My mom was getting lit. All right.
You good?
I think I'm going to go with Jericho's team, mainly because they need to bring momentum to the field. And I think that okay, yeah, I'm gonna go with Jericho's squad because the Jericho Appreciation Society is on a roll right now, and I think they need to end the Kingston feud with him. I'm not really sure how they can get him over in this conflict. He needs to do something else.
That is so true. My God, that's so true. Okay. And we got Tony.
All right, I'm trying to keep this short because we got so many matches though. But
Yeah.
this is a disrespectful match on the card, and the reason is this is a setup for Blood and Guts on Wednesday. You're setting up on a pay-per-view, setting up a free match, which kind of pisses me off. But this match is for the one-man advantage in there. Jericho team's gonna have the one-man advantage. Jericho team's gonna win this one.
I should have checked my pick. I forgot about that.
Too late now.
Yeah, that's all right.
That was a good analysis, Tony. It's very good.
So who you say was going on tonight?
Is he doing the Bobby's World voice? What is he doing?
That's Bobby now.
Jericho, Team Jericho.
Okay. Next match: Sting, Darby Allin, Takari, and Tanahashi taking on the Young Bucks, El Fantasmo, and Hikuleo. I'll go first to this one.
It's too many people in the match.
Way too many people. I see two names versus two names, but I see one name that should actually take it. I see Darby and Takahashi, and then I see the Young Bucks. I'm not saying the Young Bucks should win. I'm just saying that for some reason, VP, they have a reason why they usually win, VP. So, I don't know who to pick in this one. I'm looking at Hikuleo, and I like Hikuleo. Hikuleo's a badass. You know, Hikuleo got some skills. And unfortunately, I think that Young Bucks is going to ride off of that and take this win from them with that BS, because they always put themselves in a position to either be teamed with somebody or in that situation to take that win. And VP, that's why they're going to go ahead and win this match. Hikuleo is going to be the one that does it for them. Chris.
I saw somewhere like when Sting actually teams up with Darby out in the ring, I think they've only lost one time. And for some reason, I just think this is a babyface match where they're just going to go over on the heels. I don't think the Bucks need it. They got presented the title. We know how and why, the tag titles. I see Sting and Darby Allin, and
that's a Jeff Hardy move.
Yeah, I see them taking this one. Baby faces.
Go ahead, Rob.
More or less, I'd say that since the Bucks got their win with the belts already, and since the Bullet Club needs to show some dissension so that they can fight the Elite later on when Omega gets back, I'd say I'm going to give this to Team Darby and Sting.
The dudes with attitudes.
Yes, the dudes with attitude. They kind of changed it up there.
Wasn't that a tag team back in the day? Was that name?
I remember that name. I was thinking the same thing.
Dudes with attitude.
Dudes with attitude. That wasn't Shane Douglas and what's his name?
That was a dynamic dude.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
The Dudes with Attitudes was Sting's group in 1990 to face the Horsemen.
I thought Sting was part of Dudes with Attitudes.
Yeah.
So for that reason, I'm taking Bullet Club.
Well, that's as good a reason as any.
Hey, Marcus didn't like the match with Ali because he was a hometown hero. I'm not picking Sting because they're Dudes with Attitudes. I'm going Bullet Club.
Okay.
Well, Chris kind of took what I was going to say. Sting's not losing. This is a big show, and he's not losing. So I'm going with Sting's team.
I'm with you when you're right.
EWA, baby. Okay. Next matchup, FTR taking on Cobb and I can't say it, Okan.
The United Empire.
The United Empire taking on Roppongi and Vice. It is for the Ring of Honor and the IWGP Tag Team Championship.
Is it an elimination match?
Huh?
Like, is it an elimination? Like the one title's up first?
No.
First pin
together?
wins.
Yeah.
First pin submission.
That's the bullshit part. I mean, if you're gonna do triple threats and fatal four ways, they should be elimination. It should be ECW rules.
Yeah, it should be three-way
like,
dance, not triple threat.
Yep,
Chris.
like when it was Angle, Benoit, and what's his name? And they all had the European belt and the Intercontinental.
Yeah.
Benoit wasn't in that match. That didn't happen. Vince erased that.
Yeah.
Who was it?
Vince erased him out of that match.
Yeah.
Oh, it was Kurt Angle.
Kurt Angle, Jericho, and
He should he not
Right.
name.
It was
I
Kurt
stand
Angle.
corrected. I
Chris,
stand.
who you picking
I've
on
had a
this?
couple drinks. Damn.
Who you picking on this one?
It's got to be FTR, man. This is their chance to do something special. They're deserving of the credit. We know they're the best tag team in the world. I'd like to see them win these belts and then take the Bucks down and win the AEW title. So I'm going with FTR.
Rob.
Well, as much as I would like that to happen, I would love for FTR to get those belts. There's some politics here that you guys are probably not aware of. Since they're the AAA tag team champions as well as the Ring of Honor tag champions, they really can't have the IWGP tag titles because AAA and New Japan are not working together for some
inside
reason.
information or just
No, that's inside information.
I wish I knew
so
that.
I'm gonna give it to Roppongi.
Almost.
Okay.
Besides, Trent Beretta has been treated like crap lately, so yeah.
Tony.
I'm a Nord defenseman, man. Insider training stuff here that we got going on here. I'm still sticking with FTR because that's what I'm pulling for. That's where my heart's at. If I switch my pick because of that little insider trading, I'm gonna be pissed if they actually win it and shock the world. So I'm still going to FTR. But the Young Bucks should be in this match. They're gonna make it a triple threat. This should be a true winner take all.
Marcus.
Yeah, I'm gonna stick with FTR despite that little loophole. I'm sticking with FTR.
Okay.
This is hard because I do understand those politics.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I know with the politics, yeah.
What about
probably
them
wrong.
dropping the AAA titles after they win this match, though, and just going on and dropping them?
Well, that's possible, but I don't
Well,
know what
how would
AAA's got planned.
Yeah, see,
Okay.
and that's one thing that's coming to my mind. They could drop the titles immediately, but how would that happen if they went and tried to have them at the same time for the short amount of time, which they don't get along? And I mean, they already had it while Andrade can't fight. You know what I'm saying? And Ray Phoenix, they can't fight because of the CMLL and all this crap.
Mm-hmm.
So I want to pick FTR, and I think FTR should win because they are the best team there. Unfortunately, though, they're with the wrestling politics and the stuff the way it happens, and for them to keep a business relationship with everybody, I can't pick them. I honestly think it's gonna be Cobb and O'Connor.
Sometimes it's easy to ask for forgiveness and permission.
Yeah, I know, but I'm sorry. Like I was saying earlier today, Cobb is a beast.
Yeah.
Cobb should not even be in a tag team. Cobb should be the tag team. Cobb should be not only the IWGP United States champion, he should be the IWGP champion, in my opinion. I don't care about Switchblade. Like I said, reminds me of Conor McGregor. All right? I'm sorry. If you put, and I'll say this just like I said this earlier, you put Cobb, the man Cobb, versus Switchblade, and you want Cobb to get that title for Switchblade, Cobb is a man. Switchblade is actually a pocket knife compared to Cobb. Cobb should not even be in the tag team, in my opinion. You know, Cobb is a man. And if we really wanted to do an interim AEW champion, that is who I would put it on. Would be Cobb.
Over that?
Oh yeah. Over Dax. And that's just because of his size and his speed. I mean, Dax could out-wrestle him and he could do it, but 2 out of the 3 times that they fight, Cobb will win. It's just a fact, unfortunately. But I'm going to put Cobb in this one, Cobb and O'Connor winning this one, because I honestly think they deserve it.
So United Empire walks away with it.
United Empire takes it
And
all.
then that can just open up the match for Young Bucks FTR, and FTR becomes AEW champs again.
Yep.
Good.
Hopefully.
Next match, Thunder Rosa taking on Tony Storm. Who went first last time?
Where's the New Japan wrestler in this match?
Who cares?
Yes!
Yeah.
Who cares? I don't want to see some 98-pound girl running around. I don't care.
Facts as well.
No, I'm sorry. There's only one New Japan Women's wrestler that I've seen that deserves to be in this match. That was that girl I was watching. You said her name and I forgot it. She had the short hair, thick ass girl, hits hard. That girl deserves to be in the match. Other than that, no.
What about Freddie Mercury?
Freddie Mercury?
Who was
The girl who does the Freddie Mercury impression? I cannot remember her name off the top of my head.
Didn't they get all those?
I know that, but
When AEW started, didn't they steal all those
Joshi.
New Japan female wrestlers at one time?
If all of the New Japan Pro Wrestling girls, besides that one I'm talking about, fought Rhea Ripley at the same time, they all get beat. Period.
Not right now.
I'm an Oscar fan.
No, not right now. Yeah, Rhea Ripley is hurt, but
there's no Oscar, and I don't know who wrestles in Japan.
They put her against what's her name, Keita Lyons. Keita Lyons is terrible. I mean, I'm sorry. Nikita Lyons is thinking of a brick house. How they gonna get through that?
Charlotte would mop the floor with them broomstick.
Oh, shoot. Charlotte would kill him. That would be death.
The same way that Riho beat Nyla Rose by tying her up.
Bullshit.
Yeah, that was crap.
That was straight bullshit.
Riho should have got no hope.
That was what kind of booking was that?
Kenny Omega booking.
Oh man.
That was Kenny Omega on cocaine booking. That's what that was. I can't even believe Kenny Omega let that happen.
Cocaine's a powerful drug.
No love for
Cocaine's
the
a powerful
Jungle
drug.
Girls. Okay.
I'm Kenny Omega, bitch.
Oh. Okay, I think I'll go first on this one. I'm gonna go with Thunder Rosa because it's not time for her to win the title yet. It's not time for her to lose the title yet. Toni Storm just got there, and she needs to acclimate a little bit more. So Rosa's keeping it.
She's Thunder Rosa.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, he's being paid to go home.
All right, Thunder Rosa.
Okay.
We got a lot of matches. I don't really have to say much for this. This match shouldn't even be on the card.
Sure.
Yeah.
Marcus.
With Thunder Rosa because Toni Storm just came there, and we know anybody just coming in from WWE isn't getting over right away at AEW.
Sorry, I'm gonna say this is gonna be the time. With all the stuff that happened with Thunder Rosa in the past, I think they're gonna put this time and put it on Toni Storm because they like to see her come out. They think she's cute, and I don't want Toni Storm to win this, but then she is. It's just gonna happen. They're gonna give her the belt, and it's gonna piss everybody off.
And
I
is
don't
it on
see
me
that.
now? Am I next? And didn't Toni Storm actually leave them? Like she walked away from W. They didn't fire her.
Yeah,
She bounced on them, right?
She like deuces.
Yeah.
I don't like the wind in your storm.
Thunder Rosa's just getting stale to me, man. They got to do something to invigorate this women's division. They really do. I would like to see them just make some waves happen. I'm going with Toni Storm with the upset.
Yeah, well, me and Chris on the same page.
I kind of hope y'all right. I just don't see it happening.
I don't want to be right.
Oh, Toni Storm can go though. Don't get it twisted.
She can, yes.
Yeah.
I'm with him though. Thunder Rosa to me still. She does
You see
nothing
my
for me.
face. Toni Storm can go.
In the ring, hell yeah.
Yes.
I think she's real decent. Yeah,
I don't know. I don't
she
get
was
it.
getting ready to get a
She
push in
looks decent, but she
WWE
can wrestle.
before whatever went on.
She looked decent and she can wrestle.
Yeah.
She got a cool first name.
She's not a bad
Like
promo.
somebody on cocaine fell off. Oh, John Laurinaitis. Sorry.
Okay, yeah, and then jiggle it.
Yeah,
because
I don't. I'm not in this Toni Storm at all. I'm not.
The girl can wrestle though. She really can.
I'm trying. I've honestly tried, and I can't get into it. All right, next match: Will Ospreay versus Orange Pockets Cassidy. Tony.
Ospreay.
Ospreay.
And it's not even close. Like there's no reason why he should lose this match.
That's a pickle.
No, it's not a pick.
Ospreay.
No.
Marcus.
Yeah, this is the easiest match to pick of the night, Ospreay.
Really?
Yeah, there's no way Cassidy's winning this.
Guess who I'm picking?
You picking Orange Juice?
Orange Cassidy. It's going to be an upset.
He's being served.
Orange Crush, baby.
Orange Cassidy can go with this type of match. You have to understand who he's going against. He is going into.
I'm not saying he can't go, but I just don't see Wall Street losing this match.
I do.
He's being served. He's being served up.
I do. I see it happening. It is because nobody expects it to happen. That's why it's going to happen. You know what I'm saying? They want some things to change to get people's attention, and it's going to piss people off like Jim Cornette. But honestly, this is the only way he can win the title, in my opinion. To have somebody that wrestles just like him and can work just like him, and it's going to bring a lot out of them with this type of match. So yeah, I see it's going to be definitely an upset. I am going Orange Cassidy, even though he gets on my nerves with this gimmick. I got it. This is the second match in a row. I have to go with somebody I don't really want to pick, but I think it's going to win.
The politics won't let that happen.
The politics will let it happen. He's the
That's
young
why
buck friend.
politics will let it happen.
He's the young buck friend. Yeah, the politics will let it happen.
Orange Cassidy's a Tony Khan guy.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Wait. I'm sorry. I don't mean to take up too much time, but think about this. What happens in Japan? You got a gay Ronald McDonald dude walking around. You got all types of jokes just going around.
I got two dinners coming to me. You want to make it 3?
Oh dear Lord!
You want to make it 3?
Oh, we're gambling again.
All right, we can do that.
Wait. Are you on a Facebook show yet?
No.
You don't get shit.
I forget. Okay.
Free Bobby.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, that Facebook show.
Okay. Right. Okay. All right.
But Orange Cassidy, I'm sorry. I just see it happening. Chris, go ahead.
Wait, y'all betting now?
No, I guess we prohibit it.
Yeah. Chris, go ahead.
I'm going with Orange Cassidy. We got to have a title change here or there. And not only that, it gets Will Ospreay on the AEW TV. And I think it would be one of those where he might win it and lose it back to him on Dynamite 2 weeks later. So I'm going with Orange Cassidy.
I can see that.
I hate that shit.
I can definitely see that.
I still hate that shit.
Once he gets past his shenanigans, he usually by the middle of the match, Orange Cassidy's all go.
No, I'm not saying he can't wrestle now. Not saying that at all. I just don't say him
But they have similar skill sets and a similar look and build. This is going to be a great match.
Okay, the point of this card, I think, is for at least one title to 2 titles to switch places. Yeah. Since I'm picking Vice to get the IWGP titles, I'm thinking that there's another title changes coming for IWGP down the line. So I'm saying that Ospreay retains here. This ain't going to be the one.
Okay, next match. Pac, Miro, Ishii, Black, and a couple others for the AEW All Elite.
Another 4-man match.
I'm just going to go right on the limb and just go up front. I don't give a shit. Who cares? I don't care about All Atlantic, All Pacific, all Crustacean. I don't care what the heck it is. It's all bullshit to me. I don't care.
You gotta watch your fucking mouth. Shit.
Damn.
What the fuck wrong with y'all?
I don't know. What am I saying? I don't know.
This is what's wrong with y'all.
What the hell was in that Jello shot?
Exactly.
That Jello shot is making me even say their name when we're discussing these matches. I don't care. I'm not going first. I don't care.
I don't care either, but I'll go first.
Go ahead.
All right.
Because I personally think this title was created specifically for Kenny Omega when he gets back. It'd be perfect for him. But I'm going with Miro. They inserted him in this mix as soon as he got back. He seems like he's getting a push. I can see him dominating the match. I'm going with Miro.
Right.
I'm going with Pac, mainly because he has gotten the shit end of the stick since he got into AEW. He's been either sidelined by the pandemic or some other thing has gone wrong with whatever angle he's been in. So I'd say they give it to Pac as a compilation prize.
Good point.
That's nice. They're not gonna stop shitting on them. They're not stopping tomorrow. I got Miro.
Marcus.
Yeah, I got Miro just for the reasons Chris said.
Yeah, same here.
I'm just looking for Pat just to pick somebody. I would like to see Pat get it, but I mean, I don't know. I just don't give a shit.
Right.
It is. I don't give a shit. Like I really don't understand why they have another single.
And I hope it doesn't get messy because it seems like matches that Black's in, something always goes wrong.
Yep, sure as it does.
All right. Oh shit! I did not realize this. My buddy Cooper's watching. He just texted me. I didn't realize Kyle played Matanza in Lucha.
Really?
Yeah.
Nice.
Cool. All right, next match. It is for the IWGP World Championship. The champion, Switchblade, James taking on Okada, taking on Hangman Page, taking on
Adam Cole, baby.
I did not know that was coming. Rob.
I am going to say that White retains. Mainly, well, I don't need to explain it. I'll explain it later when we get down the line.
Right on.
As I sit here with my Adam Cole, baby, shirt on, but I'm picking Okada on this one, though. Because I know good and goddamn well Adam Cole ain't winning this title.
I'm going to go with White retaining. New Japan, generally their champions have decent reigns, so he's going to hold it for a while. So I'm going White.
I'm going to say White. Switchblade. We'll take it.
You picking a pocket knife too?
I'm picking a pocket knife because just for this reason. New Japan don't let their champions just win something and then like 2 weeks later. They don't do that.
Yeah. I know they typically don't, but I just got a feeling that like this is going to be Okada's moment.
I would love to see Okada do it, but I just know how New Japan is.
I mean,
they built that up and build it up, and then Okada did it. Chris.
Yeah, I'm going with for the reasons Marcus said. Jay White, New Japan doesn't switch their belts like that turnaround. And if they wanted Okada to have his moment, he never would have lost to Jay White. He would have came in as the champion.
Yep.
So we know he'll eventually get the belt back. So I'm going with Jay White.
All right, this is gonna be my come up on y'all.
And for the main event.
Now I don't care.
Honestly, I think and it's sad because I don't even like a lot of triple that's afraid of 4-ways, but we just picked the main event.
Actually, I thought that was 1-on-1.
No, I'm talking about the Okada Jay White. No, to me that's the real main event of the night.
Yeah, because this one
because this one I don't give a shit about.
It's for the interim AEW. I don't really give a crap World Championship. John Moxley, Renee Young, hi.
Hey Renee, hey boo.
Take it on Tanahashi.
No, she's too good. No, she's too much of a step.
Tanahashi.
You skipped a match, didn't you?
Nope.
No.
That's not enough.
Oh yes, I
What
did.
about the best technical wrestler in the world match?
There's gonna be a discussion on that. We're gonna get to that. We're gonna get to that.
Okay. That's why I thought we need a pre-show meeting.
We did 3 pre-shows. We on something else. Come on, man. Tony.
All right, my pick for this match is for me to mark the hell out when CM Punk comes out.
That's the only purpose of the match.
That's the only purpose. I want to hear Cult of Personality. I want to hear Chicago go nuts. I will be there in my CM Punk shirt, just going ecstatic over that, and then the match is going to not live up to the CM Punk hype. But I got John Moxley here. Why? Because I had to pick somebody, and I don't really give a shit who wins.
Marcus.
Well, I'm going with Tanahashi. I hear they're already talking about Forbidden Door 2, so I can see if Punk is healthy, then I'm doing the unification match there, so I'm going with Tanahashi.
Punk will be out that long?
That's what I'm going with Tanahashi.
I'm going with Tanahashi. It's just Mox already had the belt. You know, he don't need the belt. He's with Blackpool doing his black things. I think for this crossover to be true, it's going to take him winning the interim championship. This way, it's just going to be safe for AEW because they're not really giving him the title.
Yeah,
he is the interim
he
champion.
This title.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then he'll lose to CM Punk in the end. So Tanahashi.
The message that we thought we was getting.
Right, Chris.
I'm going with Tanahashi, but this is a close one. I thought Moxley, when he left WWE, some of his best wrestling was when he became the U.S. IWG champion. I thought he really showed a different side of himself, especially the strong style without doing all that garbage wrestling that he does sometimes. So, but
Garbage.
this is a transitional champion, right? Pretty much.
Yeah.
Was garbage.
So I'll go with Tanahashi. And Tanahashi can go.
Yeah, he can.
Yeah.
No, he definitely can.
That's another one of them dudes.
He could go as this like you said, transitional champion also. I was like,
Hey, they're all throughout history, they're transitional champions. We'll talk about it later.
Yeah.
I am going to give it to Tanahashi as well. The Ace has taken it mainly because Rakandi, whatever, Wukambi Vice, or how do you pronounce? Thank you, whatever.
Don't get
team
my
with
shots.
our Vice, the team with Beretta on it. Since they're getting the IWGP tag titles, Tanahashi's getting the interim AEW belt in order to even out the score.
Yeah.
So, and in the end, it's going to be Tanahashi Punk because that was the original plan to begin with.
Really? So that's the complete. Oh no, we got one more match.
Yeah, it was a special we wanted to talk about.
Okay, check this out. In this matchup, and I'm going to go first in this one because I'm going to set it out there.
Okay.
In this matchup, Zack Sabre Jr. and as Daniel Bryan said, there's going to be a guy that's a technical wrestler, one of the best technical wrestlers there is, that's going to face him. And everybody's trying to do this as a reveal of, oh my goodness, we got a secret guy coming. I done figured out who it is. Guess who that guy is that's going to come in?
Kyle O'Reilly.
No.
Then who?
I'm going to say Chris Castagnoli.
Big words.
He is one of the best technical wrestlers there is. He has laid too low for a while. He has been too quiet, and AEW has already been known to talk to him and try to get him there. You know what I'm saying? And usually when you don't hear any more, that means that they set a deal, they're just waiting on the time to bring him in. This is the time to bring him in.
And make a splash.
Yes, a big splash.
Wow.
Him versus Zack Sabre Jr. is going to make the WWE look like shit. This is going to be the match of the night.
they could really put Bailey versus Bunny or Bunny versus Velda, but she like and make WWE look like shit for some reason.
No, it's not that bad. The Bunny is terrible. No. I will pick the WWE over the Bunny any race. And that's not saying much.
It's really not.
Right.
You know, but honestly, I think Christopher
Castagnoli
is going to make his debut, and they are going to put on a clinic. They're going to make WWE realize what they have screwed up so bad, and he is going to be one of the guys that I think they're going to shoot up, and he's either going to get that TNT title or he's going to get that All-Atlantic title. It's going to be either one of them.
Well, they kept this. They don't normally keep shit like this that hush hush. This will be one of those ones where you're like, damn, how did they keep this a secret?
They do a lot better job than WWE keep a secret.
Oh, but who's going to win this match? Zach is going to win the match.
Woo. Well, somebody's going to debut like that. He has to win, right?
No. No, he don't.
There you go.
He don't have to
I
win.
think I would think he would have to win if he.
win. Remember, Zach is a heel. He can cheat to win.
Yeah,
and
but
make
so
the
is
story go
Daniel.
wrong.
So is Brian Danielson. It was going to be heel versus heel.
Okay, it was going to be heel versus heel, and that's why I think the Brian Danielson thing is maybe not that serious, and they changed their mind because it was going to be heel versus heel. But I'm sorry, he's going to cheat. Zach is going to cheat to win.
Okay. I'm still going with the debut if you're right, and if it's Kyle O'Reilly though, I'm going the other way. So if I'm right, my pick would be Junior.
So
I can't pronounce half these names, man.
So he got a disclaimer
Well,
like,
If it's not Ray, I know you're talking about.
Well,
we don't know
see.
who's really showing up for sure. So how can we pick?
Well,
it's hard, yeah.
yeah, it's hard.
I'm sure it's going to be him.
But
So I got two picks.
half of the people on this card from New Japan we have never seen on American soil before, so it's understandable that you can't pronounce all the names. It's completely forgiven. I've got a theory.
Don't help either.
Screw that. No.
Now, I've got a theory on this, and I want you guys to follow me. I'm going to go out on a limb here. I believe that Sabre Jr. is going to win the match, but the opponent is going to be one of the 5 last matches of the Great Muda. Muda will be
His
here
last match, he
tomorrow
was wrestling
night,
in the
and he
Major
will
League
take
Wrestling,
on
right?
Sabre Jr.
That'd be cool.
That would be
And it's
cool.
going to be one of his last 5 because he said he's got 5 matches left. This is going to be number 1.
Is he still in Major League Wrestling?
Who, Muda?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'm thinking.
But Muda has officially announced, a Great Muda has officially announced that he's got 5 matches left. I think that one of them is going to be tomorrow night.
One of my all-time favorites. I love the Great Muda.
Yeah. Sabre Jr. is going to win the match, but Muda is going to show up and it's going to blow the place up.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
And he'll teach everybody how to blow the mist the right way.
Yeah. He'll teach Malachi how to do it.
That's a good ass pick.
That is a good ass pick.
Mm-hmm.
So
And
do we all get 3 picks?
Not only, and I'm gonna pick Muda to win.
Oh, you're not only agreeing with me, but you're going to say Muda's going to be
First
the
of
Sabre.
all, I'm gonna feel like I'm like 15 years ago watching Muda again. If he comes out, I'm gonna be the biggest mark in our section. Yeah, dog, to see Muda live, I don't care if I get this pick or not. Oh man, I hope you're right.
Me too.
I would love to see Muda live.
Oh, let Marcus go, and then I'm going to say something on this.
Well, I'm on the dark horse. And
But real quick, no matter who the mystery person is, that's my pick.
okay, well, I'm going to go with dark horse. I'm going to say the mystery person is going to be 1 or 2 people, either Johnny Gargano or Cesaro. It's going to be one of the mystery picks. And either one of them are going to lose convenience. I'm going with Sabre Jr.
I
thought Johnny Gargano was going to re-sign with WWE.
Nah.
I'm not Johnny. I mean Cesaro.
I haven't heard that.
Cesaro, not Johnny. I mean
If
Cesaro.
he doesn't, it'd be a hell of a match.
Yeah.
No, I never heard Cesaro going to do it.
Yeah, I thought he was going to
I
resign.
haven't heard Johnny was
Either
resigning.
one of them.
I heard that they said that he could, but that I never heard that he would.
Bobby Claudio.
I don't want to see
Castagnoli
Johnny
is-
Staleface, to be honest with you, but he can go. I just don't want to see Johnny Staleface.
You know who he reminds me of?
Hmm.
What's that? Who the fuck beat Miles that shouldn't have beat him? I can't remember. His
Sage
name.
Phillips?
Yeah.
Gargano
reminds me of Phillips.
Johnny Gargano. Yeah.
Gargano reminds me of Sage Phillips. It's an independent wrestler.
Is that good or bad?
His name is
The Ring Wizard, Sage Phillips.
what?
That's his nickname. The Ring
Wait a
Wizard.
minute, his
Sage
name
Phillips.
is now the Ring Wizard?
Yes.
Too close to the Ringmaster.
What the-
That don't sound good.
What? Oh my God.
I thought Jericho was the wizard. I thought Jericho was the wizard.
Oh.
Compared to him, yeah, he's a dark good, he's a master wizard.
Jericho is the wizard. Don't believe it. There's gonna be a fireball in your face.
I'm sorry. I or I'm sorry,
Don't Die Miles.
He should never beat Miles. Miles was a face NWP should have kept. He should have been the face of that company for another 6 months, and they put that butt on that dude. And I'm sorry, I totally just disagree with that decision. Miles, hydration dude, badass. He had everybody sitting up there just out their seats when he wrestled. You could attest to that.
Yeah.
And I just don't agree. I just don't agree with the decision. And I think Miles was a better champion. Nothing against him. Nothing against St. Phillips. It's just I see somebody that's better. You know, there were people better than me in that ring.
Well,
and I would admit it 100%.
I think
too cool. DJ Kemp was better than me. You know, I mean, I got a whole bunch of list of guys, and I could just name all that were better than me in that ring. And I would see, and I would say, hey, they should have that championship more than I should. You know, and I just think in that case, Don't Die Miles was it better and should have just kept that belt. But that's independence. You know, we ain't got to that yet. We'll start going to these shows so you can see what I'm saying. Miles Morales is just talented. He should be signed at AEW right now, honestly. In my opinion, he should. But Tony Khan signed, Don't Die Miles, period. Anyway. Well, here comes the time.
This the one-on-one?
Yep.
This the one-on-one?
Okay.
Yep.
This the one-on-one?
It's the one-on-one.
here we go.
Don't let me down. Oh,
I ain't doing this for you, Tony.
that fucking sucks.
I'm doing this for me.
I hate YouTube. YouTube sucks.
After that play of music, we're having a one-on-one real quick.
Oh, come on. Play the Sherry version, at least. Oh. That was painful. Oh.
Put the pot
okay, this
down.
might be painful.
Serena Williams, baby. Serena Williams. Oh.
Betty Crocker.
I thought you was gonna fry some eggs and say this is
There
Shawn
you
Michaels'
go.
brain on drugs.
That's the right one.
Oh my God.
What's funny is Bobby's the closet HBK fan.
Just so you know, Chris, though, my buddy Cooper,
Yeah,
he's on your side. He's a huge HBK fan. He's watching right
I
now
told
for
you
you.
I could argue either way. I just like to debate. It doesn't really matter.
Okay.
So, one-on-one. The subject is HBK.
The showstopper.
Showstopper.
The Heartbreak Kid, Mr. WrestleMania.
Bullshit. Yeah,
Come on, baby. If there's 10 great matches at WrestleMania, he was in 5 or 6 of them.
Yes.
Real talk. Real talk. Facts. Go ahead, Mastermind. I want you to get it out.
You still got 4 minutes and some seconds left. I'm waiting till you get through.
Oh, I thought you was going first.
I said go first.
Okay. I'm not going to talk about all the bad stuff that I'm going to let you do all that. But I am going to start from when Shawn Michaels retired the first time till he retired the second time. We all know he was a troublemaker, an addict. But once the man retired in '98, he got married, he had a child, and he turned his life over to God. So I'm gonna start with that. We know about the Montreal screw job. Nothing I can say. But the main thing, Shawn Michaels and Bret Hart kind of bridged that gap from Hulk Hogan to the Attitude Era. To me, they were 2 of the best superstars in wrestling at the time. What you say? Are you talking about without her for the button?
No, I was telling you said Hulk Hogan.
Oh yeah, well, because there's a short list of guys that have been assholes and selfish in wrestling. Everybody can't be a locker room, personality like the Undertaker, but Hogan had the same attitude. Lesnar. The Ultimate Warrior, Vince McMahon. I mean, we can name guys that were pieces of crap behind the scenes, But this guy actually changed his life and wanted to change his life. It actually, him finding God saved his life. And his matches reflected that. He came back in 2002 at SummerSlam and beat Triple H just to show that I still got it. He'd been retired, 4 years? And then from that point on, yeah, what'd you say?
I thought it was 5, but 4 or 5
years, okay. From that point on, these are the WrestleManias that could have been the main event that he literally stole the show in. We got WrestleMania 21 with Kurt Angle. We already know how Kurt Angle can perform, one of the greatest in-ring performers. Shawn Michaels, once again, stole the show. We got WrestleMania 26 when The Undertaker retired Shawn Michaels. And that, to me, would have been the greatest WrestleMania match had I not seen their match at WrestleMania 25. All the near finishes, the false finishes, just the innovation that they were doing with the David and Goliath dynamic. Shawn Michaels taking an ass whooping from The Undertaker like he always does and selling his ass off. The one thing I love about Shawn Michaels is that even in defeat, he can steal the show. And that's what I want in a wrestler. When I want somebody that's going to give it their all, I don't care about perfection or anything behind the scenes. I want to see somebody put on a show. I want to see them wrestle, and I think they had a tug of war, and the best man won. And his chemistry with The Undertaker, to me, was undeniable. And it started at Bad Blood with that first Hell in a Cell. Shawn Michaels took probably the worst ass whooping of his career that night.
That was from his career.
He put the Undertaker was, people were like, don't mess with the Undertaker. This is what'll happen. And that's when Kane came down and got introduced to the fray and got in the mix.
It's gotta be Kane.
What'd you say?
It's gotta be Kane.
It don't matter. The one thing I love about, like I said, how he rejuvenated his career, when they formed DX for the third iteration, every time they would do shenanigans, he would disappear from some of those vignettes or backstage promos. Like, he'd be like, where'd Shawn Michaels go? It was against his Christian beliefs, and he did not want to portray himself as a degenerate, yet he was with that faction, if that makes sense. Some of my favorite matches, the Bret Hart WrestleMania 12 Iron Man match that went to overtime, WrestleMania 10 versus Razor Ramon, where I think it's the first time they ever introduced 2 ladders in a match. And then my favorite all-time match that he ever had is when he went up against the GOAT, his idol, carried Ric Flair in that match and let Ric Flair go out what I think a proper, sophisticated, distinguished way where you go, that's the way the GOAT goes out against a man Ric Flair had his fist up. He did not want to go down. Shawn Michaels didn't want to kick him. The storytelling, the battle, the kick, the end. Enough said. What I'm proving is every time at WrestleMania, it was time to perform. Tell me a match Shawn Michaels did not produce. I don't want to hear about backstage in the 90s. People can change and people can become better men. I had to change in my life. I had my demons early on. So, if you're going to sit here and just put somebody down for something he did way back when, that's a you problem. Because I think the man basically, stood on his own 2 feet. And for the most part, especially with what he's doing with NXT, just being that teacher, showing these guys how to put their matches together, working, at the time under Hunter, which we don't know what's going to happen with Hunter. The guys at NXT, all they do is have glowing responses about Shawn Michaels. I think the guy finally got it, and he started giving back, and it reflected in the product.
You get the golf clap.
I'm going to give him a clap for that one.
That was very good.
Oh, it was good.
Yes.
It was good.
It was good.
Very
because
good.
you got to be an attorney to dig up that much good stuff on
Ah.
I'm
I hope
sorry.
I'm not getting ready to get quadruple
Let me go ahead
teamed.
and just break this down. And this is the way I'm looking at it because he said something that's key. I look at it, and I have to look at it as a person that runs shows. I have ran shows, so I look at it in a different light. And I can understand that the fan can go ahead and say, oh, yes, HBK, he's one of them.
No.
But when it breaks down and it comes to business, he was bad for business. This man started so much drama in the locker room, it was almost like All My Children. He lost his smile. Oh, boo-hoo. You know, I mean, everybody tries to say, you know what? He did well and he changed his stuff up and he found God. And I'm not going to knock anybody for finding God. That's cool. I give him his props for what he did. But if I am running a company and I am looking at someone's resume, I am sorry. The bad outweigh the good. Now, if we want to talk about matches, we always talk about HBK was involved with one of the biggest matches of all time. Well, if your best friend is banging the daughter of the owner of the company, yeah, I think you're gonna get the good matches. So it's not like he earned them. He got it because he rode off Triple H's coattails. Next, when you sit up there and you talk about, oh, don't hold your mouth open, you know it's true. Now, when you sit up there and you look at the matches that he was in, you said, and I'm going by your words, the examples you put up, Kurt Angle, superstar, all-time great, Undertaker, the ultimate wrestler, the ultimate wrestler, DX with Triple H. I'm sorry, one of the best ones there was in the business, period. Bret Hart, the best there is, the best there was, the best there ever will be.
Yep.
The only Ric Flair. Woo!
That's to be shut it down.
Right. Guess why? Because they carried that man like a bag of groceries from Kroger. I'm sorry. You cannot say that every time Shawn Michaels stood up there and carried that man. No, that was both of them working together. And who was leading that match? It wasn't Shawn Michaels.
Watch it again.
Shawn Michaels was not leading them matches if you know what you're looking at. The people that were leading that matches was Angle, was Undertaker, was Ric Flair. Ric Flair, when he retired, that was his style of match. That's why it went so well. I am sorry. The only match that I will say that I will give you is Razor Ramon. I will give you that all day long. Razor Ramon, that ladder match was awesome. I give credit where credit is due. But when you look at the names that he's dealt with, he's always dealt with an ultimate superstar. And they make everybody look good. They make the Brooklyn Brawler look good. So how can Shawn Michaels fail? If he failed, that means he's a more crappier wrestler. So I'm sorry. Even though he was in there with the best, those people are the ones that called that match. He didn't. Period. So if he didn't call the match, you can't call him the greatest. That's called Scottie Pippen.
Are you done with that soliloquy, that blasphemy, asinine, 10? I don't know where the hell you got that shit from. Why do you think that was one of the greats? That's why they wanted to work with Shawn Michaels, because they knew, oh man, I get to be on WrestleMania and Shawn Michaels is my opponent. We better tear the house down, because if they didn't, I guarantee it wasn't going to be on Shawn Michaels' back. The man put on show. He had chemistry with Triple H. He had chemistry with the best chemistry with The Undertaker, who I think is one of the absolute greatest performers. And The Undertaker handpicked his opponents. That's facts. He's the one that's like, I want to work with you. They worked with each other for, 12 years? Over before retirement and after retirement. That first Hell in a Cell would not have been as big as it was if it wasn't Shawn Michaels' performance against The Undertaker. It's facts. All you have to do is watch the match. Yeah, I know what happened with Mankind. He fell off the top of a cage. He didn't put on a show like Shawn Michaels did. Shawn Michaels put on a show. You know, Bret Hart. We know it. He didn't want to work with him, and look at the chemistry they had, and they didn't want to work with each other. He didn't want to put him over. So, I mean, you can't deny the man's talent. I thought you were going to come on here and just lambaste his attitude, but all these matches after he came back from retirement, the man was a changed man, and it wasn't about him winning matches or anything like that, being on anybody's coattails. He could steal the show and lose the match. Those are facts. He did it over and over again, and if it wasn't going to be Sting to take out Flair, guess who Flair picked to retire him? Shawn Michaels. The GOAT picked him. Facts. I hope you're taking medicine and not Jello shots.
The Jello shots got medicine in it.
I had to take a Jello shot after that crap. You just backed up what I said, and you don't.
These guys have a choice. They steal the show. They want to wrestle this guy. They know he's not going to cheat. He's not going to put them in precarious positions to injure. Half the time he was wrestling with broken ribs and dislocated shoulders and bad ankles and stuff, and still going out there and throwing his body around. I just respect the man.
I understand you respect him, but check this out.
I also see the eye test. He passes the eye test.
Okay. The eye test, the buy test, the ride test, I don't care. It's not bread. All right. Check this out. You said if WrestleMania match failed, it went on Shawn Michaels.
I don't think it would be on him.
Why it wouldn't be on Shawn Michaels? Because he's not calling the match. This is something that you have to understand.
Everybody doesn't get to call the match, but you have to have the perfect dance partner.
You had your time. Hold on. Whenever you do a wrestling match, there is one person that calls and one person that listens. And 90% of those matches that you listen, the other person was calling. You can tell when they wrestle.
Okay.
If they're calling the match, they're the one designing the match. If they're the one designing the match, they're the ones that put everything in place for it to go well and to make it well. He's just a participant. He's just like, okay, I'm going to follow the direction to make the cake. But who is the one that makes that cake great? The person that makes the recipe. You can't deny that.
I can't.
Shawn Michaels can go ahead and he can work within parameters of going ahead and saying, okay, well, I got to do this and this and this. And okay, I can make it look good. But you can't call him great. I'm not saying he's terrible. I'm not calling him the bunny. I'm not calling him the bunny at all. There's nowhere near I'm calling him the bunny. What I'm saying is that the distinction between good and great, there is a distinction. He's good. He is good. I will never deny that he's good. But to put him on a pedal of Kurt Angle.
Pedestal.
A pedestal, thank you. Of Kurt Angle. Undertaker. John Cena even. Bret Hart especially.
Better than John Cena.
No.
Yes. John Cena's a superstar. We're talking about performer right now. As a performer, Shawn Michaels is a better performer.
Yeah.
He's a better performer than John Cena.
Yeah.
I thought in-ring.
Okay, in-ring performance, no. Okay, I will take that.
Goodness.
In-ring performance, no.
In-ring performance. I thought we were talking about like match quality.
You have to have a dance partner. I don't care who calls the matches. The guy has to be there to make it work.
That would embarrass HBK in the ring. That's hardwood. Sorry. HBK.
Where do you think he stole his super kick from? Shawn Michaels.
You talking about the Young Bucks, bro.
Come on, man. I wouldn't even compare them. It's different eras right now. I love Dax Harwood. That's picking eras. No.
No, you don't.
Ain't this about a... I knew there was some shady shit getting ready to happen when I got on here today.
Can I take 60 seconds real quick?
Go ahead, Tony.
On ours?
Go ahead.
All right. We all agree Shawn Michaels is a better wrestler than John Cena.
Yes.
No. Let's split it up from star and performer.
No, I'm talking about in-ring performance. We all agree Shawn Michaels is a better wrestler than John Cena, right?
Absolutely.
and they put on a clinic on Monday Night Raw for an hour after WrestleMania 23, and you left that match out.
No, I couldn't put them all in, but
they wrestled WrestleMania 23, and then they did a rematch the very next night
on Monday Night Raw,
which was phenomenal.
That was an awesome match.
Yeah, it was a really good match.
Cena pops up and shows out sometimes, like him and CM Punk in Chicago. I was like, when did he start doing Hurricane Ranas and shit?
Yeah.
So yeah, Cena. I'm not dogging Cena.
Now, as far as part of my 60 seconds, part of
everybody to be great.
It's just a role player and not calling a match. Ric Flair himself thanked Shawn for carrying him in his final match and sending him out on top. That was out of Ric Flair's mouth himself.
That's Ric Flair being nice.
And if you watch the match back,
look how he talks about Ricky Steamboat. Look how he said that about Shawn Michaels. You can tell.
We can't compare. We're not talking about Steamboat. We're talking about Flair's a real retirement match, the one that he should have never got back in the ring after. Him and Shawn Michaels put on the best possible match for a 55-plus-year-old man. I thought it was phenomenal. Just seeing Flair in there going like that, and the tears coming down his face, the passion. I was like, this is what wrestling's all about.
Okay, may I interject a little bit here, maybe 30 seconds worth? There is a big there's two ways that a professional wrestler can be good. They can be a good ring general, and they can be a good listener. Shawn Michaels, without a doubt, is a good listener.
Yep.
In the ring, he can deliver when he is coached into it. And he learned that from Playboy Buddy Rose in the AWA. That the feud between Buddy Rose and Doug Summers versus Shawn Michaels and Marty Jannetty, the Midnight Rockers, that feud was really between Buddy Rose and Shawn Michaels. And Buddy Rose, the guy who made Roddy Piper in Portland, also made Shawn Michaels. Bobby's point is valid in that Shawn is a great follower and not necessarily the guy who calls the match. That doesn't mean that Shawn can't call a match, because I believe Flair when he says that and thank Shawn for that match. That's cool, and I'm sure that Shawn can call a match, but the genius of Shawn Michaels is that he's a damn good listener in the ring. Now, that doesn't forget everything that he does out of the ring. All of that's as irrelevant as Hogan's shenanigans outside the ring. When it comes to the raw potential and ability of Shawn Michaels, he is the guy, the baby face, who follows the heel, gets the sympathy, and makes a great match. Michaels and Steamboat are on a similar level. It's just that Steamboat was the chameleon, and Michaels is the shadow. You see where I'm going?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to add something. Let me say what Robert said, though. Before they took...
let me have my 30 seconds real quick.
Sure.
First of all, Bob, I can't get away with saying that Shawn got his position because of Hunter, Bank, and Stephanie. I can't. You gotta give him more credit. You gotta give him.
Well, for one reason, he was the face of the company before
Hunter, exactly.
He was about to lose it.
And
that's what you forget.
One thing.
It don't matter if you're about to lose it. He got there without that.
And I think that we miss also, Shawn is probably one of the best 3 sellers of all time.
Oh yes.
I mean, the man can
Absolutely.
sell. That was one of the best aspects of his matches. It's his selling. That flip over the turnbuckle, and when somebody uppercut, the jump and the spit in the air, and all of that. So I'm just gonna keep it real brief. I mean, we can't deny Shawn's in-ring work. We all behind the stage. Those stories are well known and yada yada yada. And we know his political game that he played and how he can make somebody look good or make somebody look shit, aka the Hogan, yada yada yada.
Yeah.
But
That's the only time I think they deserved it.
yeah,
I mean,
but we can't deny his in-ring work.
And he's a redemption story, though. I mean, if his career ended in '98, everything that Bobby said, we wouldn't be debating, period. I wouldn't say anything. I'd be with you, brother. But he came back as a different man and still a top performer in his sport. There was rumors about before Macho Man got pushed out or left WWE, he wanted to work with Shawn Michaels. He thought they could have had.
I would have loved to see that
run.
feud, to be honest with you.
Oh, I think it'd have been awesome.
Yeah.
I don't care.
I always wanted to see HBK versus the Macho Man.
That would have been awesome.
That match did actually happen once, but it didn't happen in this country. I think it happened somewhere overseas, but there was a Savage Michaels match. It just happened.
Okay, let me rephrase that. No, I want to see that feud. Like, not just a match. I want to see that feud. I mean,
it happened in '92 before Savage left, and it was while Shawn was still in between Intercontinental titles. It was before the HBK ladder match.
Yep.
Okay.
I'm good with the ending like this.
I'm gonna say,
I'm gonna tell you this.
We can disagree. There's only one Mr. WrestleMania.
He's not. He can't even step into a Slim Jim. That man.
The showstopper. The Heartbreak Kid.
The toilet plunger.
Oh, good Lord.
Stop.
Oh.
You didn't see the lust in your eyes.
I will find the lost video. He super kicked Bobby and some life in the past.
It makes no sense on how you can sit up there and
We
say
got like 30
that he
minutes
can hang with the
minutes.
Macho Man. No.
Well, now that we've had dueling promos, ladies and gentlemen, perhaps it's.
And I'm looking for a smoke shop. Yeah.
Well, I think that was a successsul debate.
That was
And
damn good debate.
it was great. Oh, yeah. Everybody.
Turned into Stephen A. Smith for a minute.
Well, our last order of business is Money in the Bank. Does anybody really care?
No.
What about Slammiversary?
Well, there is a bar across the street, I think.
What about Slammiversary?
I'm in Illinois. I can say I'm talking about a smoke shop.
Oh, Lord.
Oh no, I'm playing. Who gives a crap? This whole card is terrible.
Yeah, let's just run through this bullshit.
I really don't even care. The only one I want to see is Lashley beat Theory.
Money in the Bank has 3 potentially decent matches.
You found 3?
The men's money, the women's money, which I'm looking forward to more,
I'm not.
and the I'm struggling for it
You
here.
struck by a third one. I think.
Yeah. and Theory versus Lashley.
Yeah,
Theory
I
versus
want to
Lashley.
see Theory would lose and
Yeah.
Lashley get the title. You know, I want to see that. But
Okay, so let's run on this card. Let's do this card.
Yeah, let's do this card.
Go ahead.
Real quick.
Okay.
All right, first one is what? I'm going to go with the world title. I mean, Raw Women's title. Bianca Belair, Carmella, Chris.
Bianca Belair.
Thank you.
That's why I
Oh,
got
is everybody in agreement that Bianca
Yeah.
Belair?
Yes.
Yeah.
I
That's
mean,
why I
yes.
say like anybody picks Carmella's gonna get fucking kicked in the nuts.
If Carmella wins,
Can we do that to dude on TV that announces is married to the fucking broad? Because I can't stand that dude.
I liked him before the whole I used to like Corey.
Oh my God, this Carmella's the most beautiful woman on the
Yeah.
top now.
He was
like
trying to
it. I
get
like that
heat
first.
with it to start with, but it degenerated into something that was like go away heat.
No, he's been to go away.
He became the
Ever since
X-Pac
he
of announcers.
Ever since he started talking crap about Booker T, that's when I had a problem with him. That's what I had a problem with. I wanted to smack his face. I would smack the tattoos off his face. Anyway,
next match.
And here's another one: Ronda Rousey and Natalya. Does everybody agree Ronda Rousey's gonna win it?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, because I mean, Fox is spending too much money. Not saying that she can beat Natalya. Fox is spending too much money, and
it's just WWE booking.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, Money in the Bank men's ladder match: Seth Rollins, Sheamus, McIntyre, almost Nakamura. Who else is in it?
I think Zayn, and there are two more unannounced. So Nakamura's not in it.
That'll come on Friday.
Oh, okay.
They're gonna put the other two in on Friday at the last second.
Right.
So we really can't even say who's gonna win that one. We can't even say who's gonna win the women's either. Cause
I got four.
Mother.
I'm gonna say Zayn for fun, right? I'm gonna say Zayn.
Okay.
So since he's got both belts, so they have to wrestle Roman Reigns too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going with Sami Zayn then.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say that Sami Zayn.
He deserves it too.
The most entertaining pick. Sami Zayn. I mean, for storyline, probably it might go that way. But my pick is Seth freaking Rollins.
Can almost stand in the middle of the ring and just pull the belt.
Can almost just quit or get fired. Why did his father not use a fucking rubber?
I almost think that's possible.
Trash.
Wow, we have.
Trash.
Wow, this has been one rough show.
He's a waste of fucking sperm.
Watching him wrestle.
Yeah, it is painful. I have to say that.
I'm gonna watch Five Fuck.
Okay, it's either going to be one of the participants that hasn't been announced yet, or it's going to be McIntyre.
Yeah.
I don't want to see that match again either.
Yeah.
Well, no.
Their roster's so small.
At least Seth Rollins will be entertaining. Granted, Sami Zayn is the most entertaining one of the choices.
I can't forgive him for the Knoxville crap.
But let's be honest though, does anybody honestly believe if he had a briefcase, he would honestly win the title?
No.
It doesn't matter anymore. Half the time they don't cash it in. Look what they did to the little chubby dude.
Yeah. I gotta see who the next participants are, but I think McIntyre is gonna win it.
Seth freaking Rollins.
I wouldn't be disappointed in that.
Me neither.
And to tell you the truth, that will go along with the story because he has been Roman Reigns' Achilles heel for the longest.
Yeah.
So
they have kept them apart for a while too.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Okay, undisputed tag team championship: Usos versus Street Profits.
Anybody think the Street Profits going to win?
I do.
Yeah.
You do?
Usos.
And Usos.
I'm going with Street Profits.
I'm going with Street Profits.
You are too?
Anytime one of y'all go on a limb, y'all right there with each other.
No, because I think they brought Lesnar back to take that title off of Reigns finally and give Reigns some time off. So the Usos don't need the belts.
If Lesnar win a title, he take a time off too.
It is what it is. I'm just telling you how I feel.
But guess what? Guess who likes Lesnar? Fox.
Oh, that's about to say Vince, because Vince don't really have a say so no more.
Yeah, the people that like him are the main ones giving him money besides the Saudis, and that's Fox.
But who does Peacock like? That's the question.
Don't matter, they're dicks.
Hence the name, Peacocks. Just
you guys are making Robert turn red on camera, man.
Somebody Triple H said the thing how Vince was cock.
No.
Y'all left that out of the argument.
I did not sleep with that young intern. I was up all night. Oh, good.
That's stereo, baby.
Well, if you're gonna get thrown off YouTube, ladies and gentlemen, earn it. Okay.
And the last match, U.S. Championship, Lashley Theory. Everybody thinks Lashley.
Theory.
No,
Theory.
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 Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a little bit less popular than I thought it was.
And the women's match is going to be Becky Lynch.
I'm just going. Lashley makes a better heel than a baby face to me. I don't like seeing Lashley as a baby face.
Yeah, Becky Lynch is winning the Money in the Bank.
Who else thinks Theory?
Me.
Theory.
Yeah.
Now that Vince is out, no, they're cutting Vince out. Lashley is gonna win a title.
Nah.
I'm saying last.
How many times is he gonna win the U.S. title? I mean, it's a lower belt now. It doesn't mean anything. Usually,
it's
you
gonna
win a
be-
belt like that,
If the
it's
title
supposed to
stay on Roman
catapult you
Reigns, or
to
even
the
if it
world
goes to
title
Brock
match.
Lesnar, the title
It
means a
doesn't
lot because
catapult
that's the only
you
title they
anymore.
have every week.
Okay, so my pick for the women's Money in the Bank is Asuka. She needs to get back in the hunt. She's back, and she needs to be in the title picture. Asuka, straight from the Joshi apologist, Asuka.
My pick for Women's Money in the Bank, and my pick is with a disclaimer. I'm not saying this is the one who should win it, but the way they dropped the ball with the bitch, and the way they're gonna try to make up for dropping the ball with her, my pick is Lacey Evans.
Yeah.
Who's all in the match?
Yeah, Becky Lynch is getting
Fuck
that
that
last
bitch.
spot. She's getting that last spot. Squirm away.
Fuck that bitch,
And
Becky.
if you don't keep her relevant, it's going to be Becky Lynch.
Okay, everybody in the match is Lacey Evans, Alexa Bliss, Liv Morgan,
Ooh.
Raquel
Ooh.
Rodriguez,
Ooh.
Asuka, Shotzi Blackheart, and
Okay.
one that's not announced
It's
yet.
gonna be Becky Lynch.
All right.
Me personally, though, I am pulling for Alexa Bliss, but I really think that they're
Boo.
gonna put it on. I think they're gonna put it on Lacey.
Boo.
I love 5 feet of fury.
Boo.
That's 5 feet of fury.
She's 2 pounds of nothing. I'm saying that visual doesn't don't get me. She looks like a teenage girl that should be fighting grade school girls. She should not be fighting grown women.
This bitch would beat Rio in a heartbeat.
Okay, Rio, a grade school girl.
And any of those other Japanese girls that you like.
Oh, so cruel to the Japanese girls.
And the only reason I would say Alexa Bliss would beat them is because she's from America and lived on the streets. That's the only reason.
Ah.
Does she live on the streets?
She from the streets. Yeah, Alexa's from the streets.
Oh.
Yeah.
But who's your pick?
Oh, Lacey.
Okay.
Lacey's getting it. Lacey Evans is getting it.
Okay, the last match is Kevin
I didn't
Owens.
pick. I got Becky.
Okay.
Oh, all right. My bad. Becky.
Yep.
Okay, last match.
Kevin Owens versus Ezekiel.
Oh,
Yes.
God.
Yeah.
I think that was listed as part of the card.
It is on the card, yeah.
Yeah. And my pick to win that match is the Angel of Death. A darkness will gather over the ring, and it will eat both participants and the audience and Vince McMahon's libido.
That is so cool.
That's a hungry motherfucker thing is give Vince McMahon a beat on.
All right.
He got $3 million for libido.
Yes, this match will open the gates of hell officially.
Yeah. I don't care. I'm not picking nobody because I don't care.
I mean, if I had to pick, I'm going to pick Ezekiel because Kevin Owens won the last time.
Right, exactly.
More than
Zico's getting his win back.
But in all honesty, there is no winner in this match. We're all going to lose.
Yeah, yes.
I'll probably take the pitch to win this match. So.
Yeah.
It's another Raw match or SmackDown. It's just a weekly television match. I'll take Ezekiel, but I don't care.
Talking about this make me yawn.
I'll take Ezekiel and I don't care.
I'll take my foot up there. I can't stand this shit. Oh my God. Ladies and gentlemen, there you have it. We're here in Chicago, Illinois, partying it up, Jello shots. I'm about to go have me some fun. Dude, boy.
Chris, we wish you were
What
here.
time is it? It's 9:30 there.
Yeah.
I'll be there at midnight. I'm on my way.
All right.
Yes.
Snoop Doggy
Dog.
Dog.
Thank you for joining us, ladies and gentlemen. This is your not so humble correspondent, Robert Black, the mastermind, Bobby Rogers, Tony Motown Allen, and the wonderful marvelous Marcus.
And don't forget,
Tomorrow.
the showstopper.
Yes, the showstopper, Chris Woods.
And you did damn good on that debate.
Yeah, but he stopped the show.
And the Jello shots.
The master of debation. Don't forget that.
Ah.
We're going to leave that alone.
Are we gonna talk about
I'm not
tomorrow?
touching that.
Yeah,
Tomorrow.
tomorrow we're gonna do some live shots for the United Center. So guys, tune in. We will be putting in the times and everything. We're gonna be doing live shots for the United Center, and also we will be coming live from the Ogden in Chicago, Illinois. All you guys, the Motown Wrestling Group and everything, come on down. We're gonna hang out. We're gonna show out, and then we're gonna get out and get to the Forbidden Door. Ladies and gentlemen, again, this is the crew here. The FTW crew says so long, and we will definitely see you in the future.
Good night.
Switchblade.
Pocket knife.